Well, now, why would a greedy government be mad at the prophet because they didn't make profit? Are they getting consumed by the greedy goblin? Got the greedy goblin consuming them? It's okay. It's okay. Every time I hear you say that a dark cult summoned that jinn, I'll just remind you that the Illuminati is supposed to follow the light. That's just what they do. It's just what they do. Follow the light. Do. So when you say these people thought that they were just going to get millions of what? Years in Hades? Hey, little bird. Oh, you got a bird on that. Yeah, of course they feared it. That's the problem. Fear is the number one. They feared it since the day. I didn't read the rest of it. It says they feared it since the day. And that's the three ways that jinn enters the body. And I'm telling you, and I have to agree with you girls, that you wouldn't constantly be saying this shit and me not agree with you. I've dealt with them before. So, and I disintegrate the jinn. I do now, at least my embodiment of the sunlight does. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. However, I mean, yeah, I expect people to be losing their minds. I went through it. That's what it is. It took me years to get my mind back. And that's what it is. Y'all say that they've been doing it for a long time. Okay, well, cool. We finished that cycle. So get ready. I mean, if the Earth Angel finished an 8 to, y'all say 8 years, I say 10. Fuck it. I was out for 2 of them because of half-wits, and it's what it is. I mean, I can't do anything about that. That's why I don't fuck around and find out no more. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. But it is kind of nice to know that, their unalive magic didn't work on me, but yet it's backfiring and wiping out all kinds of people. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. That's going to be a them problem at this point. It's just what it is. I can't do it. You can't change it. You can't dig up Camp Mystic. I mean, it's gone. It's just kind of gone. You can't dig up Italy. And so I'm sure the mob's going to be real pissed. What is you're telling everyone that they tried to sacrifice a prophet like Jesus or something. It's just what it is. And I've told you over and over again, these karmics do the same shit every lifetime. Sometimes you win getting him off the wheel of karma. Sometimes you lose. And this is the last try. We're tired of trying. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Anyway, I mean, I can't do anything about that. I can tell you the story of Mikao Yasui. Mikao Yasui, the founder of Reiki, he went up to the top of the mountain, did a 21-day fast, chanted, sang, looked up to the heavens. And the story goes 2 ways. And they tell you that. They tell you that it goes 2 ways. You believe whichever one you want to because it's just what it is. Now, me personally, I've had the experience. They say that a rock came out of the sky and hit him in his third eye and gave him the symbols. But there too, again, I've also had the experience in meditation to where I felt like I got hit in the head with a ball of light. That's what it is. It felt like a rock hit me in the head. That's what it is. I can see where they'd say that. And they tell both sides of that story, and I've experienced one. So, but Reiki's in my birth chart. He went to the top of the mountain to discover the hidden knowledge that Jesus possessed for healing people. And I mean, Reiki is in my birth chart, so it's like I already came equipped with that. It just takes attunements. You have to attune to it. You have to keep raising your vibration. The only issue, though, is the higher my vibration goes, the more your divine judgment happens because you're not you're not acclimating. It's just what it is. I'm going to better aquariums, and y'all are staying bottom feeders. It's catfish bottom feeders. Dude, don't drink that. Hey, you've got a whole bowl. You don't have to drink what I'm filling the pool with. That's what it is. Anyway, yeah, trim some palm trees today. That was fun. You can't trim the fat off of Kitty Diddy Island, but you can certainly take a saw to the palm trees. Certainly can. But now, when you say that the government hates Jesus, is that due to separation of church and state? Is that what it is? And now you're telling thousands of people that the greedy goblins are getting government officials. I can't do anything about that. They didn't expect that, I'm sure. I'm sure they didn't expect the greedy goblin to get them. So, I've already told you, whatever you put out goes back on you. When they put out greed, it goes back on them tenfold. So it makes them complete fucking greedy goblins. It's just what it is, and they can't get out of it because what they wanted for another is what they want for themselves. They wanted to be greedy. They got greedy. It's just what it is. They wanted to hate. They're walking hateful monsters. What was that? That's a big bird. What are you doing? It's Big Bird. That's what it is. I'm more like Snuffleupagus, but that's Big Bird. That is certainly a very large bird. I'd like to see what it is. When it starts knocking limbs out of the tree, it's got to be a big bird. It's just what it is. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, when you say that they should have found something safe to do, was that like finger painting? Should they have taken up finger painting? It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, and I'm not going to make apologies for the last video I made where because that's the shit I got to look at. That's why I like to be alone. Daisy doesn't go, man. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that shit. We got to grow up sometime. But now, when you talk about the government hates the prophet because they can't profit due to being government greedy goblins, it's just what it is. And when you talk about a dark cult summoning the jinn, which cult are you talking about? Because, I mean, I do have to relay information over to a 5-star client of mine whose daughter fits all of the symptoms of jinn possession. And I'm pretty sure went through the exact same shit that Pocahontas went through and other INFJs, I would assume. I've had other INFJ Pisces send me videos of, is she possessed? Well, I mean, if she's in heightened states of rage or heightened states of fear, and that energy has been broken up or fragmented across the planet, you got to think, the minute your reptilian brain that controls sex, fight, or flight gets overstimulated, heightened states of rage, heightened states of fear, or when you're in your passion doing Sooks magic, that's the secrets that they don't want to come out. But when you're talking about them, going to landfills and wanting to dismember the prophet for speaking the truth, that can't be good. That can't be good. And it's what it is. Like I say, when you see my spiritual protection, usually it leads to a woman going, "Oh my God, I don't know which language to pray in. This motherfucker's not real," and it's just what it is. Dog barking. It's just what it is. Anyway, at least you're not barking. No, you're not a barky dog right now. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I would assume the government would hate Jesus, and that's fine. I'm sure Jesus doesn't like the government. It's just look what those guys did. That's what it is. They do the same thing every lifetime. They do the same thing every lifetime. She said they're mad at the Earth Angel because the magic that they cast went back on them. So they're trying to blame the Earth Angel for the Earth Angel having divine protection. And I was like, yeah, but this is what we've been saying for months. They don't regret what they did. They regret that they got caught. Probably cut it right to the dome, right to the face. Oh, look at all that dark magic right to your face. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. Maybe those practitioners should go talk to the fucking mob with God pissing all over Italy. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. Can't do anything. On my birthday at that, they're mad. They'll never look at 316 the same way again. They'll look at it as watcher angels and God pissing on them, I guess. I don't know. That's what it is. But Texas isn't any better. I mean, that's what it is. Camp Mystic got its fair share of the downpour. Hell, we're getting blue rain in Texas and California. A lot of weird shit going on. A lot of weird shit. It's just what it is. Almost like the universe is begging for a trap. Anyway, can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that. I mean, when you abuse nature long enough, chances are what you want for another. And she did. She said the universe is the biggest living organism you'll ever find. I thought, yeah, what a fucking quinky dink. That's what Dolores Cannon said. Everything vibrates. Everything is conscious. Everything is alive. It can't vibrate unless it's consciousness. If you learn to see energy in the air, you would know that. It's just what it is. However, I'm still concerned on where is this Earth Angel? I mean, with Hulk Hogan and Malcolm Jamal Warner falling out of the sky, and Ozzy taking Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, it's just what it is. A lot of weird stuff going on. 10% completion, got it. That's what it is. And then they're all looking at Pisces like an alien, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not worried about that at all. It's just what it is. Are you ready to go in? Is that what you want? No. Oh, this is so sweet. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I don't care. No one calls. No one writes. Everyone's trying to fucking cover up everything that they've done, I guess. I don't care. So that's a them cover up problem, not a me cover up problem. So I'm already covered up. See, that's what it is. Do. But I mean, when I hear you girls talking about what they put out is going back on them, thank you for the update. It goes back on them. Well, I mean, aren't they going to stop putting shit out? If they stop putting it out, it can't go back on them. And I just saw something about one final attack. Well, hell, that'll instantly backfire. I've expanded out to those people, one with everything. It's just what it is. Instant karma. So, it's just what it is. Can't do much about that. And that's what I knew was going to happen in the end of all of this is when you end up spiritually protected and you're chilling by yourself, then that means your spiritual protection has repelled everything negative. Imagine that. All the little trigger demons are off to karmic school. That's what it is. Can't do anything about that. You hear it? Must be that time of year. It's just what it is. I'd expect it to be super warm this summer. Super warm. That means hot as fuck. Super warm. Super warm. That's what it is. Y'all having birds doing weird stuff? It's okay. It's a sign. I've heard birds are doing weird things. Yeah, I bet they are. It's just what it is. Do. So yeah, I guess why the government runs off being greedy goblins and the mob figures out why God's pissing all over Italy since my birthday this year. It's just what it is. Can't do anything about that. Generally the best thing to do is it's like a domino effect, but you have to turn around. They would have to turn around and trace back to what got them in that position, because they're in this position right here. What they would need to do is turn the fuck around and work their way backwards, and it's just what it is. You got me taken to hell, and it's what I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about people realizing now that they're going somewhere that they never thought they would go before. It's just what it is. It has nothing to do with me. Don't summon Jinn. You won't end up like Antoine LaVey. Namaste.